What's the most inaccurate thing your child has ever been taught in school?
My kid came home from school one day. She was like, "Dad, did you know your blood is blue inside your body and turns red when it touches air?" Then she starts pointing to the blue veins on her arms like she's cracked some secret. I'm like, what? I gently told her, "No, sweetie, blood is always red. It just looks darker in veins. That's because of something called hemoglobin." She looked at me confused and goes, "But Mrs. Wilson showed us a whole PowerPoint about it. She even had diagrams from a science book." Now I'm not trying to cause drama, but I am an ER nurse. I figured I could use this moment to help out. I was already working the evening shift that day, so I emailed Mrs. Wilson asking if I could do a quick 15-minute talk for career day. She said yes. When I got to the class, Mrs. Wilson introduced me like, "This is Lily's dad. He works at the hospital." The kids looked up from their desks full of Minecraft pencil cases and unicorn folders. I said, "So, I heard you all learned that blood is blue inside the body?" Every single kid nodded like I just mentioned Santa Claus. Mrs. Wilson was smiling like she just won an award. I pulled out a blood collection tube from my pocket and held it up. "This is what we use to take blood at the hospital. See anything weird? There's no air in here. It's sealed. No oxygen." Then I showed them a picture on my phone of blood in the tube. Still red. Mrs. Wilson's smile started fading. I showed the class a real medical book and explained how we used to think that, but it's been proven wrong. One boy was like, "But our book says it's blue." I checked their textbook. It was from 1998. I said, "Medicine changes fast. We used to think a lot of stuff that wasn't right." Mrs. Wilson suddenly stood up, clearly uncomfortable, and said, "Thanks for that, Mr. Johnson, but now it's time for math." As I was packing up, a girl raised her hand and asked, "So, our textbook is wrong?" The whole class started whispering. Mrs. Wilson's voice got super tight. "The curriculum says," and that's when I pulled up the actual state science standards on my phone. It clearly said that the blue blood myth should be corrected. She asked me to step into the hallway. Door shuts. She's not happy. She says, "Do you know how hard it is to teach when parents undermine my authority?" I kept calm and said, "Aren't we supposed to teach kids to ask questions and think for themselves?" She snapped, "I've been doing this for 22 years. I'm not changing my whole lesson because some nurse says so." That night, Lily asked me if she was in trouble because Mrs. Wilson kept giving her the stink eye all day. I told her she did nothing wrong. Next day, surprise pop quiz. One question: what color is blood inside the body? Lily wrote red. She got it marked wrong. Big red F, came home crying. I called the principal and showed him everything. Screenshots from medical textbooks, the state science guide, and Lily's quiz. He listened, then called in Mrs. Wilson. She said, "This is how I've always taught it." Principal asked, "But is it correct?" Long pause. She finally goes, "It's what the kids understand better." I lost it. My daughter cries every morning now because she's afraid of getting punished for writing the truth. 2 weeks later, the school replaced their ancient 1998 books. Mrs. Wilson had to go to training on updated science stuff. On Lily's next report card, Mrs. Wilson wrote, "Excellent critical thinking skills." But at the parent-teacher conference, she wouldn't look me in the eye. And later, when I signed up to help with the science fair, my name got mysteriously crossed off the volunteer list. Now, every time Lily learns something new, she asks, "Dad, is this really true? Or is it just a Mrs. Wilson truth?"
Like and subscribe for more of this videos.